So a nice bounce back win today. Obviously, yesterday wasn't how you guys wanted to start the weekend. What was your message to the team before today's game that kind of helped lead to this performance?
Well, I think it was just having that playoff mentality. I think it's no secret between both teams that this is a very likely first-round matchup. And really just focus on our defensive game. We knew that if we played good defensive hockey, we were going to get opportunities, and we didn't need to score 4 or 5. We knew that 3 could be the right number, and that's exactly what ended up happening.
Had to be nice getting, we talked about this earlier this week, but getting some guys back defensively. Blake Polifka coming back. What'd you notice from him out there? Didn't have as many shifts as some other guys, but still nice to, after 2 months off, to see him back out there.
Yeah, I thought he was really good. And like you said, we wanted to ease him back into things, and he didn't get a ton of minutes, but the minutes that he had, he played very well. He made simple decisions, and he's a guy with a lot of offensive upside. So when he plays simple and lets the play kind of come to him, I think he's going to be a great player, especially down the road for us.
As you've had a couple guys get hurt or get called up, it seems like you guys have had to adjust your style of play a little bit. Maybe some of the goals aren't going to be as picturesque as you saw at times before, but is there anything that you're kind of preaching to guys about maybe just gutting some of them out and just taking goals so I can get them?
Yeah, there's definitely more of an emphasis on having a good F3, and that goes hand in hand with that defensive style of hockey. We know we're going to get opportunities to score goals, especially from Soda, New Power, and some of our higher-end guys, and it's just more so that focus of preventing their offense, and we know that that'll lead to chances in the long run.
You mentioned the defensive depth being improved, but your first 2 goals coming from defensemen, kind of a nice change of pace. Obviously 2 completely different types of goals, but nice to kind of see them chipping in offensively, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Hedlund and Kochanowski are 2 great players, and they've been very offensive for us throughout the year. And for them to score goals is great for their confidence moving forward. But they have plenty of chances every night. They're guys that are going to create, whether it's 5-on-5, 5-on-4. They're always looking to force, or not force plays, create plays in the offensive zone, and that's why they're 2 great players for us.
Let's talk about late in that game, because Willmar draws within 1, mid to later parts of the third period, and you guys get that power play. Was there any extra message sending on the bench? Or the guys kind of already know this is a great chance to kind of gain some cushion again?
Well, to be honest with you, I was looking at it from the defensive perspective, so I was telling our guys, hey, let's make sure there's urgency when they come up with the puck to get back. If they send the puck down, we know they're going to come with 2 or 3, so let's make sure we're getting back in our zone. Now, on the flip side, if we score, it pretty much seals the game, and I'm glad that our guys found that nice balance of, hey, we can still end this game, but let's make sure we're on the right side of the puck at all times.
So we're talking to you obviously before the Bulls take the ice, but they're going to have an extra skater here tonight. Nick Howell's getting called up to play for them. Talk to me about how exciting it is to see a player like him. We talked about it earlier this week. It's a different type of player. Luke Robertson got called up. Howell, same type of guy, a grinder, getting that call up. Just tell me what that means to you to see him up there.
Yeah, and the thing about Nick is, and he's similar to Robbie, where he can play in any spot, and if you even want to go in more depth, he's played defense for us as well. Like, he's a guy that can play anywhere on the ice and play comfortably. And for us, I think one of the coolest parts of that was the reaction from our locker when he got called up right after. The place went nuts, and for coaches, that's always a cool feeling too. And I think too, it's going to be great for the fans. He's a hometown kid, and not only to see a guy have success on our team, but to get the call up and show the youth players in this town that, hey, there is that pathway, and you don't even have to leave hometown. So we're excited to see what he can do.
When did you tell him? Was it after today's game, or was it at some point yesterday in front of the team? Or
we did it after the game today, and maybe that's right or wrong, but we didn't want to put too much into his head. We wanted him to focus on our game first, and then if everything held up, let him know right after.